Deep in the Egyptian desert, under the relentless sun of the Valley of the Kings, the sands of time held a secret. A secret buried for more than 3,000 years, waiting for the one person who refused to give up the search. The year is 1922. British archaeologist Howard Carter has spent years digging, hoping for a breakthrough. Many believed the valley had already revealed all its treasures, but Carter's persistence was about to change history forever. One fateful morning, a young worker stumbled upon the edge of a hidden stone step buried just beneath the surface. As they cleared away the sand, a sealed doorway emerged, bearing royal markings untouched since antiquity. Carter stood there, breathless. At last, he whispered to his team, "We have found it." Days later, with his patron, Lord Carnarvon, waiting anxiously behind him, Carter made a small hole in the door. Holding a flickering candle, he peered into the darkness. "Can you see anything?" Carnarvon asked. Carter's reply would echo through the ages, his voice filled with pure awe. "Yes, wonderful things." When the doorway was finally cleared, the sight that greeted them was beyond imagination. It was a treasure trove, a room literally overflowing with gold. Gilded chariots designed for a king, stunning statues of ancient gods, jeweled daggers that still seemed to gleam with a deadly sharpness, and furniture carved with incredible artistry. It was a snapshot of a world that had vanished millennia ago, but this was only the beginning. Deeper inside, they found what they were truly looking for, a magnificent golden shrine. And inside that shrine, the sarcophagus of King Tutankhamun himself. As they carefully worked their way through the nested coffins, they finally reached the prize. The iconic golden funerary mask, inlaid with brilliant lapis lazuli and obsidian. A true masterpiece of ancient art, a symbol of eternal life that stared back at them across the centuries. The tomb was perfectly preserved, a time capsule left by a civilization at its peak. It was as if time itself had bowed in reverence to the young pharaoh who died so young, but whose name was now destined to live forever. Of course, with such a monumental discovery came whispers of something more sinister. The legend of the pharaoh's curse began to spread like wildfire after Lord Carnarvon died suddenly, just weeks after the tomb was opened. Strange events were reported, lights flickering across Cairo, unexplained winds howling through the valley. The world was captivated, believing the spirits of the ancient kings had been awakened to protect their eternal rest. But whether you believe in a curse or dismiss it as coincidence, nothing could overshadow the sheer wonder of what was found. The treasures of Tutankhamun became a golden bridge connecting our modern world to the ancient past. They serve as a stunning reminder of the greatness of ancient Egypt, a land where even death could not diminish the splendor of its kings. What an incredible story of persistence, discovery, and a little bit of mystery. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure into history. See you next time.